Well, Hurricane Helene strengthened to a Category 2 storm this morning, but the National Hurricane Center predicts it will be a catastrophic Category 4 when it makes landfall in Florida's Big Bend region later today. Much of the southeast will be affected. 5 states are under emergency declarations: Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. Let's turn now back to Hannah Sky in the Storm Alert Weather Center for more on our forecast and how Helene will impact us here. Hannah.
Hey there, Latrice. So we're already in storm alert mode over here at the Weather Center today and tomorrow just due to Helene. We saw plenty of rain yesterday, and that is going to continue as the outer bands work their way into our area as we go into late tonight, early morning tomorrow. What we're looking at is going to be flash flooding and some gusty winds. So we could see tree and roof damage and then possibly some power outages expected with this storm. So Helene right now is working into the Gulf of Mexico. Outer bands are already impacting parts of Florida. They're already seeing that rainfall start to work its way into the area. Areas such as the Big Bend could see 15 to 20 feet of storm surge, and that we still see very impressive amounts of storm surge. Tampa 8 to 12, around Bradenton 5 to 8. Going further down to the south, then we start to see less of that storm surge, but this is a deadly storm. It's going to be catastrophic, as if it makes its way into a Category 4, cannot stress enough how seriously this storm needs to be taken if you live in those areas. I know hurricane warnings, tropical storm warnings have been put into effect. You need to be, if you have friends and family down here, they need to be listening to their local stations. So here's the track that we have right now, forecasted to work its way into our area very quickly after it makes landfall as we go into our overnight hours today and into tomorrow. So here's kind of a look of what's going on radar right now. We have high wind watches, all this in the blue. These are tropical storm warnings. We also have just some wind watches over here. Most of that rain is to our east, but that is going to start to work its way into our viewing area over the next couple of hours. So as by the time we get about to 1:46 p.m., that rain is starting to kind of shift and work its way into our area. We could see some areas with some of that heavier rainfall, and again, that's the trend we're going to see continue all the way as we get into late night tonight, early morning. That's when we start seeing that really heavy rain from Helene work its way into the viewing area. There's a center of low pressure system, but once we get Helene that works its way through Friday morning, it's going to quickly begin to disperse. We still will see some rain showers working their way through, but it's not going to be that intense heavy rain like we are going to see this evening and early tomorrow morning. So here's our rainfall potential. You'll notice that the heaviest rain has started to shift eastwards a little bit, which is honestly good news for us in our area. We do not need 5 to 6 inches of rain, but that potential is still there. We are seeing 4 to 6 inches, 4 to 7. As we go closer to the Blue Ridge Mountains and eastwards, we're looking at 7 to 10 inches. Some areas possibly seeing over 10 inches of rainfall. In regards to future wind gusts, we're kind of looking between 30 to 40 mile per hour gusts, with some areas gusting upwards of 50 to 60 miles per hour winds. So if you have things that need to be tied down or just decorations, whatever it is, you might want to bring those inside or make sure that they're tied down so you don't lose things with those gusty winds. So we're looking at rain later today. Again, that line is starting to slowly shift towards us, and we'll see widespread periods of rain today leading into tonight when Helene is going to work its way into our area. We'll see heavy rain and gusty winds. As of right now, the Storm Prediction Center does not have us under any severe watches or warnings for today. That is farther eastwards, which is good news. But we're still going to be in storm alert weather mode from today into tomorrow as we continue to watch Helene as it works into our viewing area, and we still see rain chances as we go into this weekend. Back to you, Latrice.